All right. Well, it's another great night to be here. And my name is Lance. I'm the North Dakota Carnivore. Just coming for an update. Today is day 8 of the Beef Butter Bacon Egg Challenge. And it's also day 3 for my fasting. Currently, was it just after 6 o'clock? 72, 78 hours fasting as of right now. So it's going pretty good. Um, I've had some really good readings today for my blood sugars and my ketones. The fasting is going great. Can't speak about the beef butter bacon egg challenge because I'm not eating anything right now. But that was going great. Before I started fasting, I was back to losing weight. I had gotten down to my original lowest weight of 224. As of this morning, I'm down to 223, so I've lost another pound. Puts me at 112 pounds weight loss altogether now in just over a year. And for 4 months of that, I'd stopped my weight loss intentionally because I didn't want to lose too much weight all at once. So with that, I want to show you my ketones this morning. You can see down below, it's got 5:15 in the morning. My blood glucose was at 75 and my ketones are right at 3. And my GKI was at 1.4, which is in a high therapeutic level of ketosis, which is right where I wanted to be at 5 o'clock in the morning. Here at what was that lunchtime? It was 11:50 or 11:37, 11:57. I can't see that. It was early, still early in the day, but my glucose had went up to 85, and my ketones went up to 3.7, which still lowered my GKI to 1.2. And I can feel when I get to this level, I can feel the difference in how my ketones are and how my body feels. So this afternoon, I didn't wait till I got home to do my third test. I did that while I was still at work, and that was at 4:22. My blood glucose was at 61, and my ketones were at 4.5, giving me a 0.7, the highest therapeutic level of ketosis, which if you've never fasted before and you're hitting these numbers, that may be a concern. I fasted several times. This isn't anything new for me, and I've been at this level before. So I know the signs to look for. I know the symptoms to look for. I'm not in any danger with having my blood sugars that low. In fact, I could probably look and see, and they're probably back up to a decent level. I don't know if you can see that or not. Back up to 86 on here. So my sugars are back. They're okay. My liver is making, the glucose that I need. At the time, I'd been in a meeting on my computer for about 45 minutes, almost an hour at that point. So it wasn't a whole lot of activity, wasn't a whole lot going on. I was just sitting there. Right after the meeting, I checked my sugars, and that's what it was. So there wasn't a need for my liver to make any glucose. Now, there's been a question I know somebody that asked this here, a guy that has a YouTube channel, Keto Simple, had asked about, and it was in one of the live streams I was in with him. He'd asked if the Element lemonade was made with maltodextrin. Now, I don't know. The lemonade's really good. My wife has been drinking it. I've had it before. And there's a test that you can do. If you put a drop of iodine into a liquid that has maltodextrin in it, it turns it purple. and it's like instant purple. Well, this is the element, the lemonade with 1 drop of iodine, and it went straight to the bottom, and it didn't do anything to the color of it. It didn't change it at all. So I would have to say from this here that the element lemonade, at least the box that we have right now, does not have maltodextrin in it. So that is a fabulous thing for anybody that wants to drink that. And my wife was wanting to know what she should have for dinner tonight, and this was earlier in the afternoon, and I told her she should probably have ground beef, and make sure she doesn't drain the fat, so she has that all. I've got 2 different kinds here. I don't know which kind she made, but I've got brisket that I ground myself. It's a higher fat content. It's probably a 60-40. And then we have some Wagyu ground beef that we got at the store that was just on sale. So I don't know which one she grabbed and which one she used. But it was probably a couple hours later. She said, yeah, that'd be good. But then she sent me a text that she has to go for stuff for our granddaughter about this time. So I wasn't going to be able to make it for her. I said, well, you should fry up some more bacon, make it crispy, and add bacon to the ground beef. Season it however you want, but just add a bunch of bacon in with it too. And she did. And this is what she got out of it. Ooh, wrong one. There you go. That was her dinner tonight. Bacon and ground beef. It's just a pound and a quarter of ground beef with probably half a pound of bacon in there too. Now, she didn't eat it all. She ate about half of that. So she has some for tomorrow or later tonight if she feels like snacking. I told her this here would be a great snack. You put some of this here onto pork rinds, a little bit of cheese on top. She has the cheese. She doesn't have issues with it, so she can have that. And then put it in under the broiler for just a couple of minutes to melt the cheese. That would be an absolutely fabulous snack. And it's completely carnivore. There's nothing wrong with it for anybody that wants to try that. So, guys, coming on to give a little update on how it's going with the fasting. Having a great run on this year. I'm making sure I'm drinking my electrolytes. I've had 2 electrolytes each day that I've fasted so far, which my last fast I did in September. That was September 10th or whatever. When I started doing that fast, September 11th, I did that fast, and it was because of some bad food that I ate that had stuff in it that didn't agree with me. And I wasn't thinking clearly. I did not drink any electrolytes at all while I was doing my water fast. And I was able to get into 90 some hours into it, and I got up to go do something. I got dizzy and lightheaded, and I had to sit back down. At that point, you have to end the fast. You shouldn't be getting dizzy and lightheaded just doing normal stuff. You shouldn't get dizzy and lightheaded even if you're exercising, if your body is properly fueled and running the way it should. If you get dizzy and lightheaded while you're doing a fast at any time, you should end your fast, just to be safe. So I know when to end mine. I'm doing good even with the low glucose level. I've had my blood glucose down as low as 51 before while doing a fast, and that was on day 5. I'm pretty sure that here in a little bit when I get up and I start moving around, my glucose is going to go back up. And I'll probably test it one more time in just a little bit just to make sure that it is going up too. But I'm not concerned about it because I know my CGM does show that it's back up in the 80s, so I don't have a problem with where my glucose was at 4 o'clock. And then there's also, the element lemonade does not appear to have the maltodextrin in it, or if it does, it's not in a level that is sufficient in there for iodine to react with it. And iodine, it reacts quickly with pretty much any level of maltodextrin. So, and then just a wonderful meal right there for my wife. Ground beef and bacon. Gotta love that. That looks like one hell of a meal. I'm going to leave this up here. You just got to remember, you got to eat meat, be happy. A nice big bowl of ground beef and bacon will make you smile. So y'all have a great night, and we'll talk to you later.